Well, hi all my friends. Happy New Year to everybody. Sorry to not have any videos up for a while, but I have just been, I don't know, just having so much time to myself and not having to just think or worry about, putting videos together and editing them and just enjoying some, solitude time. Away from YouTube. I do keep up my Instagram a little bit more, so sorry about that because of the time it takes to put videos together. In my last video, I mentioned that I was having trouble with the sound. As it turns out that my Dometic refrigerator is making a noise, kind of like a humming noise when it cycles on and off. And apparently this mic is picking that up. But if I didn't have the mic on, then it would actually, without the mic, it would pick up when I'm videoing the motor sound from the camera itself. So trying to get away from that, when I put the mic on, then now I'm picking up that sound inside my van, and there's just no way I'm gonna get a new Dometic. I mean, the Dometic works, other than it's a little more of a humming sound. It's not obnoxious to me when I'm in there. It's low enough that I'm not bothered by it, but it's loud enough that the mic is picking it up. I might have to unplug it just when I'm going to record. But I finally had to figure out what that problem was. That's that problem solved. At least it's nothing serious going on with the camera itself. Or even I thought maybe I might have to get a new mic. Actually, my mic is working too well, But other than that, I hope everybody's been fine. How are you all been doing? Oh, I hope we're going to have a good 2021. I don't know. I've kind of been a little worried, concerned about our country, but I don't want to get into no politics, nothing. Or I need to take a break from all the political stuff that's been out there on top of the pandemic. So I've just been riding my bike, and I was putting everything all together. I forgot to add in a couple of important things that I would like to mention about what's been going on as well. So here we go. And one of them is, when I was talking about the e-bike, is I am still camping with Kent, and we joined back together right after my PCM issue, and I was trying to get back to Oregon because I had to take care of some important things back there. And then I was going to come back out this way in about maybe a couple of months at that time. But then everything still was going wrong with the heat wave and then the fires in Oregon and everything. Oh my gosh, the disasters, and still the pandemic was making it so difficult for me personally to try to travel, especially with my disabilities. So I was able to wrap up my business by afar. Okay, so I was able to take care of things, and while we were together, and we still are traveling because of everything, just still has not gotten better with pandemic. It's still not better with our country. Our country is now taking a turn, and it has just been so comforting to be able to be with somebody out here and not be alone. So we're able to really be there for each other during this most difficult time our country is going through. And I know he's just as grateful as I am to be able to have each other's back, and just know that there's someone out here that's, there. So in the summer, he decided to get an e-bike. He was actually the first one who decided to get the e-bike. And that was about in August. And back then, I mean, everybody in the world was getting e-bikes. It was so difficult to get one. There was like a minimum of 4 months wait to get e-bikes. So he had started his waiting list to get a rattan. And I will go into more of the bikes later. And I almost went with the rattan, but the thing that I was noticing, even their step through, was that waiting list, and also whether it really would work for me with my height. And I'm so glad I didn't go with it, because we found out with the way the whole structure is of the frame and everything, and even the step through, that bike would not have worked for me. So the bike I ended up getting was a Rad Mini step through, and I'll get into more of that bike later, okay, once I get a little bit more time to be able to do more videos. And that has just been the perfect bike for me. It really has. So I'm going to be sharing some pictures too that has Kent's e-bike and my e-bike also together. And it also has been such a joy to be able to have somebody to ride with. And also, for my long-term subscribers, know that Kent and I have a tendency, when we, camp together, we're always way far apart. The e-bikes allow us to be able to go back and forth between our camps, which is really nice, because remember, he's a ham radio amateur operator. And all my solar and everything, my inverter, all that gets in the way or interferes with his bands frequencies that he needs to be able to have to transmit on his radio. So this allows us to be far away from each other, which is what we love. We both have really gotten to love more and more of our solitude. I think as more time has gone on with us camping together, and as the older we get, I really have enjoyed my solitude more. And he always has been a real big introvert. So we spend about 80% of our time alone anyways. So this helps us to be able to park sometimes even, fairly far from each other, even farther than ever before, and be able to ride the bikes back and forth and not have to be so restricted of finding that second spot between us. So distance isn't a factor anymore, or me walking back and forth, which was a challenge. I could just hop on the bike or him hop on the bike, and we can ride our bike back and forth. And that has just been a blessing. It really has. So here are those pictures of the e-bike, his e-bike as well. And then I'll get into the different e-bike styles later on. I would like to do that, but enjoy these pictures. And I'm going to do videos on my bike. I will end up doing that. I will be doing videos of some of the cool places I got to see. I got to see some cool petroglyphs. And also I want to share my jackery and all the great purpose and use that I've got from my jackery. So there is quite a few cool things that I want to do videos of. I'm also going to be redoing my van. So that's the latest. A couple areas in my van to make it more organized and a little bit, you know, to where I'm not moving a bunch of stuff around when I'm traveling. So I'll show you that when I get there. I'm right now looking at Amazon trying to come up with the ideas of redoing a part section in my van, and also this coming year to, who knows, it could take me a year and a half. I'm in no hurry, but I'm eventually going to really kind of fix up the van. I think I'd like to repaint it inside, fix it up, just do some different things with it. So that'll be coming up slowly. But other than that, I'm just enjoying my retirement. My thumb is somewhat better. I can get it now to this, you know, finger now, where before I couldn't. I still can't bend it in. That's as far as I can bend it that way. I still can't like quite make a fist like this. So it's the top that is the problem. So I can't bend it back this way. It's this knuckle here that is the problem, but I also have a lump right when you feel right across here. So a, a tendon or something. I don't know what is causing. I don't think it's a bone, but I can feel something across here. Definitely the knuckle is going to be permanently bulgy there. And right here, so I don't know if you can see that. So that's what I'm going to have to live with. And we all call these the rad scars, you know, from e-bikes. From I have a rad e-bike, so they call it the rad tattoo, you know. So that's what I have, is a rad tattoo. And I also have a lump on the inside here. So there's a lump right back in here and right in here. So I actually think I did do some serious damage to this upper knuckle, but I'm just going to keep trying to see if I can keep work it through. But honestly, I'm not willing to go anywhere near doctors or hospitals or anything like that to deal with it. I think it's either PT, and if PT doesn't work, I know eventually I'd be looking at surgery, and I don't want to do anything like that now anyway. So it is what it is. We'll just see how far I can, you know, keep moving forward with it. I do wear my brace a lot. It is still sore doing certain things. If it gets bumped, hit, I can't grab, you know, but I can still ride my bike with it, so that's the good news. I just put my brace on and I work everything with my my throttle and my braking with my fingers, and with my brace I'm doing good. Alright, so I wanted to give a quick update because I haven't really done a whole lot in a while. I'm exercising now more. I've been able to do that. New exercises, trying to get into shape a little bit more, see if I can lose a little bit of weight this year. Keep my inflammation down, because part of my weight is inflammation that I struggle with, so I'm going to focus more on a inflammation, reduce inflammation diet, and I'm doing just more stretches and exercises, and the bike helps. But I do notice that off and on after bike riding I will get more inflammation in my upper leg. So this leg can really get swollen, and it's not because of being overweight, it's water weight. I mean, this leg, I struggle with edema, and it's from a knee issue. I'm sure maybe the hip too, so combination, but it's not anything to do with being overweight. So this leg will be just bigger. And I struggle with that in some other areas of my body, of struggling with that issue. So we'll just see how time goes on. I want to see if I can really heal myself more of that issue. But one last really good news is since last summer, I have been completely off pharmaceuticals. And that has just been just techniques of, oh, okay, and right when I was talking about that last subject of the health, Kent had walked up. So I'm going to go ahead and try to finish this. So I have just been really excited about the healing that has been going on with my body. But I did want to say that the inflammation that I've been struggling with has been ongoing for years. Even on the medication. So it's not something new that's been happening since I have gotten off the medication. In fact, I almost want to say that it's even been better. It's been way better. The only probably thing that I'm struggling more is sleeping at night, being off the medicine. But overall, during the day in my movement, and I rest, rest is really important, but I exercise more. I'm just really watching what I'm, eating as well a lot. And just overall, I can say that I am just doing extremely well. And to even think that I'm even riding an e-bike, I am just, it has just been an amazing journey of healing and emotionally. And I think one of the big ones has been me learning more and more of letting go of things. I've gotten more back into meditation. I've gotten closer with my faith with God, and just letting go of things that I cannot control, and also now having that income coming in that I'm not having to dig into my savings, that finally my savings is from here on is protected as long as our country doesn't collapse economically. I think that money might be okay. But other than that, I just feel that I'm just so at peace of where I'm at right now, in my own personal life, even though outside in the world, everything seems to be falling apart. But I'm trying to just, like I said, take every day one day at a time is my motto. I really love my photography. I really love being on Instagram, and I try to stay focused on something every day that I love to do. And by doing that really helps keep me grounded and not to worry so much about those things out there that I have no control of. And I'm in the perfect place out here to be able to social distance while everything's going on, and hopefully everything will be better as time goes on this year. But I'm just taking life one day at a time, one moment at a time. All right, so let me show you Milo. Well, here's Milo, and he's doing really well. And remember to keep looking for my Monday Milo pictures that I end up putting here. I also put them on Instagram, but I put them in the community tab area where you can post pictures, and I always do that to keep celebrating that he's still with us at 12 and a half and doing so well. I'm so happy for how he's doing. Look at that. He's just still doing strong. Yeah. But anyway, so I just wanted to give a quick update, and I'll try to get busy in a couple of weeks of some more other types of videos that I mentioned. But right now I'm working on my Amazon order. I want to get that done and get this van going on some critical things that I just need to make the van much easier to travel and change what I'm carrying and where I'm carrying certain things and rethink things out. I've got some great ideas of my changes, so I'll just share that way later on when I get everything and I kind of get everything all figured out. Then I'll do a video on that as well. So lots of cool things that are going to happen this year, and I am mostly excited about making this van my own because I've never just done any kind of special touches to it. I threw a couple stickers and I called it good and hit the road and that's just been about it. So I'm really looking forward to really fixing this up and try to come up with some great ideas. And I'll probably pick your guys' brains as well on ideas of things that I can do. I've got some of my own, but as I share, then maybe I'll see what you guys have to say as well. Okay? All right, so I'll see you all in the next video. I look forward to hearing from everybody, and thank you for following our journey and being a part of it. I really do appreciate it, and we'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye. Look at my van over there. Looks like I'm really on top of the world. Isn't that pretty cool?